Hola, bienvenido a mi canal. Suscribirte y dar like si os gusta el video. Hello, welcome to my channel. Subscribe and press like if you like it.
Hello, welcome back to another video for the GESE 6 about money. We are going to look at a little bit of grammar that has to do with regular and irregular verbs. Okay, so these are going to be our regular verbs. So this will be our present tense. So the present tense. And this will be the past tense. Okay, so we have words like borrow. Like, I want to borrow some money from the bank. So borrow in past tense would be, one moment. Okay, borrowed would be with ed, and this sound is the sound of D in the end. So when we have a word that finishes with OW and we add ed, the ed sounds like D. So it would be borrowed, borrowed. Okay, so another verb that we have is count. Count. And that would be counted. Counted. So when a word finishes with T and we add ed, it makes the sound of id. Counted. Counted. Another verb that we have is earn. Earn. Earned. Earned. So when it finishes with N, it would sound like T. Earned. Earned. Another verb that we can use is rent. So this would be similar to count because it also finishes with a T, so it would be rented. Rented. So it finishes with the sound id. Rented. And finally, we have the verb save. Save. So save, since it finishes with an E, we need to look at the letter before it. So we look at the V. And this would be saved. Saved. So it finishes with a D sound. Saved. Okay, so let's look at some irregular verbs. Okay, so this is going to be for our irregular verbs. And we have 1, 2, 3 columns. In the first column, this is our bare infinitive. In our second column, it is the past simple. And in the third column, it is the past participial. Okay, so let's look at some of the verbs. So the first verb that we're going to look at is lend. So in bare infinitive, we would write lend. In past simple, we would write lent. And we would write once again lent in past participial. So I would like to lend you some money. The bank is going to lend some money to the man. Okay, so the next verb that we have is lose. Lose. So in past simple, it is lost. And in past participial, it is also lost. Okay, so our next verb will be make. Make. Like, I am going to make some money working in this job. So in the past, it is made. And it also repeats in the third column. Made. So our last verb for today is spend. Like I made some money and I'm going to spend it this weekend at the commercial center. So spend in past simple would be spent. And this is also a verb that repeats in the third column. Spent. So these are easy verbs to learn because they repeat. Some verbs are harder because they don't always repeat like they did with these 4 verbs. So I hope that this video helps you to talk about money with verbs. If you like the video, press like and subscribe. Until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye.